Alrighty, the harvest. I don't know if I've ever discussed this with you. I do this with all of my grains. It's a cold water, salt water bath, and it's for 10 minutes. And that's because snails and slugs, their babies are actually microscopic. And a regular just rinse in water won't take them off. So it's it's cool, not ice cold, but cool water. Um, I've got salt in there already, got it swished around, and they're doing their 10-minute soak. From there, dun, 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 harvest away. I got some more quickneck squash. Those are my cucamelons. Again, not a lot of them. Those are strictly for seed. The rest of the corn, tomatoes, and my volunteer turnips. Went ahead and just harvested them too. They're quite ready. And then we're going to spend 30 seconds and talk about the corn. So you can tell that these are just pollinated and ripe from top to bottom. Nice large, the way corn should be. And then you get over here to these, and it's like somebody's missing some teeth. When we talk about those strings that are on the corn, does that make sense? Every one of these goes to a kernel. And if it doesn't get pollinated, does that make sense? That piece of corn doesn't develop. So you can see where the corn starts are there, but they never got pollinated. So the corn itself didn't grow, where these here grew well. And then having said that, because I went ahead and harvested the last of mine, and this is too much corn to eat, and I don't want it to go bad. Some of it will go for seed saving, some of it will get eaten, and some of it will become popcorn. So like these here that never developed all the way, does that make sense? This is all popcorn. Guaranteed those are going to be popcorn. I won't seed save off of them. That way, if it was a genetic defect and not a pollination effect, I don't regrow it next time. But these over here, starting with like these two, the darker purples and my fire reds and my yellows, yeah. Harvesting down here at the bottom for seed saving. That way it's the largest kernel. It's got the best genetic, the best genetic memory. So it'll be the larger kernels down here are what I harvest for seeds. And the rest will go to popcorn or be eaten. And then onto the flowers. So I've got pink zinnias and yellow zinnias and my white-green zinnias. And I've got orange zinnias over here. I did not pick any of my butterfly peas. None of the seed pods were ripe enough. For the nicotina, all the little black seeds are down there. For my calendula, collected all kinds of flower heads, etc. And then, this is just one of those fun things to show. This is an empty sunflower head. All the seeds have been taken out by the birds. This is a sunflower head, and those are the only seeds that are left. All the others have been taken out by the birds. Now this is a sunflower head, and it's still full. Sorry, trying to keep it in the light so you can see. Those are all seeds. So now I still have plenty of sunflower heads out there, and I will save some more seeds, I just need to keep an eye on them now because the birds are doing like everybody else, getting ready for winter and eating my seeds. All right, so with that, I got to go ahead and process these guys and get them down to just the seed heads, which is the bulbish portion right there. You can kind of see his. Let me pull up the pink one here. You see where the yellow flowers are? Not the actual petals here. That bulb is the actual seed head. So, all right, let me go on and get busy with the flowers. And I will talk to you later. Say it rained, and I know you can't tell. I came walking around the corner. Panda went to her favorite mud puddle because of yesterday's rain, and she just kind of looked at me and laid down in it. So, yeah, that'll be a hose bath the day before we get back in the house. Silly Panda. It's your puddle. Wind a stick. Alrighty, well the biggest reason for today's walk was to come check the upper culverts. And if you notice, the leaves are literally at ground level, which is okay. We had, huge rainstorm yesterday, or day before yesterday. Doesn't matter. You can see the ground is still wet up here, which is awesome, but I need to come clean the leaves out. That way the water goes down and into the culvert, not up and over the edge, flooding out my driveway. I like my driveway to stay flat. Yes, I don't drive up here most days, but I do drive. And Lord knows I don't want it to get to the point, because you can see where it cleaned all the leaves out over here. But I don't want it to get to the point where it looks like this in the middle of my road. As you can follow this all the way up and see where it cuts through the road, that's not on my property. I don't want that coming down my driveway. I know that sounds crazy because it cuts down the driveway, it cuts through the loop, and it just mess up. I mean, you can see it cuts a ravine. I like it to stay clear and clean and stay on the side of the road, go to the culvert, cross under the road, keep on going downhill. So, tomorrow, that's probably what I'm going to do, is come up here with the rake and the shovels and clean out my culverts. Just get ready for fall. Fall is coming. Yeah, and then I got some tree branches and stuff that fell in the high winds. Nothing huge, nothing crazy. It's all good. Just got to clean it up a little. All right, talk to you in a few.